Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Kusnola Shaifa in Indonesia News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is the Santika ship burned in the middle of the Kupang Sea. 14 people died. The Cantika passenger ship caught fire the waters of the Kupang East Nusa Tenggara on Monday, 24 October 2022. The Cantika ship was carrying a passenger, which is people survived and 14 others died. According to the Nela Amdidi, her party continued to record 5 teams were died after agency belonging to the Kupang Basares and the tools of Naikilu Port, Kupang Regency. The Santika 77 ship owned by the PT player Dharma Indah experienced an accident while sailing from the Kenang Kupang part to Kelabi Port, alluring Regency. The Santika 77 ship caught fire at around the body's fighting of the burned Santika 77 ship have been in the body bags and are Kupang Basarnas ship. The Santika 77 caught fire while sailing from the Tinaut port, Kupang to Regency Monday, October. So far, there was no official information or container rating at the cause of the fire. Visitors to Kupang is evacuating fighting to the Kupang Tinaut port. Passengers to survive Hendra testified the Santika 77 ship caught the fire. Contacted via telephone, Hendra said that he was sailing the Cantika 77 ship. He continued and family returned to the residence in the lower. Hendra and other survivors are now dying Kulu navigator's mess, according to the Hendra. When the ship was sailing, suddenly a crew member was contacted to run down to passenger room and saw where was the fire. To the fire department, the crew tried to extinguish the fire, but now the fires grew bigger and spread to the real field and the ship. And they said the Santika 77 ship was still spinning when the firefighter took the extinguishing the fire. The next news is construction worker in the house in national capital with the capacity 17,000 people. The construction of housing and construction worker in national capacity has started in the last month. According to the Secretary of the Sepaku, Adi Sukusman, the building what we would use to this resident for the worker in the inn from the modular of flat models. There are so many 22 building towers to the B part. Each will be divided into 4 floors, using capacity building to 70,000 workers. Within the last month, 1 tower building has been completed, while others are still working on to the 3 floors. The housing that doors and not permanent building. Rather, is not made of the by steel and will be dismantled after project working is complete. The location of the housing that was building from the worker at central government core area or not for the lookout of their account work. The light steel material is not building or working in finishing. Adi Guzman said that work information is a building to be worker at the beginning of the Canberra's presidential place. Visit president of place at my ministry office. In addition, in currently the process of the working on the several work, especially the reading route segment 1 to the segment for the KEPP. The next news is South Halmahera region commit to build route on the OB Island. South Halmahera Region Usman Sidik praises the South Halmahera Regency government remains committed to building a road on the Obi Island next year. Usman Sidik didn't even brother of the one to the board receiving a reminder that the North Maluku provincial government. And according to him, the development of one of the many most important infrastructure because it was become a distributional channel to point and so on. The provincial alligator budget was a route on conventional and the Obi Island. It's not digital development needs because it was prevail the North Maluku provincial government. In addition, Usman Sidik said the head of the head PUPR service and the head of the South Halmahera Bapeda to the risk coordinates with the North Maluku provincial government. Regarding its sustainability of the road construction on the Obi Island as a for road construction on the Obi Island, the South Halmahera Region of government will budget 10 to 12 billion in the South Halmahera 2023. In this appears be the next news is former councillor in the Suskario suspend and legal corruption case had to try to escape. The former councillor on the University Islamic Swa Riau Ahmad Mujahideen, a suspect in the latest corruption case in the permanent campus internet working, had to try to escape. However, Ahmad Mujahideen has already been detained by the public prosecutor in General Criminal Section of the Pekanbaru. He will soon undergo the trial corruption court on the Pekanbaru District Court. Ahmad Mujahideen has been named as suspect election rule case in the permanent in the internet network for the Sultan Sharif Hasim State Islamic University Riau campus. The case of the Regent Ahmad Mujahideen was handled by the Processor Investigation, the Special Investigation Unit of the Pekanbaru Kejari. Procedure assessment of the status of suspect to Ahmad Mujahideen on 18 September 2022 after providing at least 2 pieces of advice. The investigation procedure also completed the case until the file the process filed the P21. The next process of the investigation procedure delegates the suspect along with their spies with the public processor. Part 2 was held on Friday. From the observation of the Tribun Pekanbaru.com at the Pekanbaru Kejari office, it is appears at the first Ahmad Mujahideen followed the administrative process and the elimination of the 2 floors. No words were spoken when Ahmad Mujahideen was asked a number of questions by journalists. He just smiled at the classes, his hand on his chest. He nodded several times. And the next news is volunteers searching the resident traffic in the Antikal River Pagar Alam reportedly loose in the Great Lane. Unlucky was experienced by a team volunteers experience searching for the 5 teams who were swept away in the Indika River area, Sutempo District, Pagar Alam City on Saturday. We're looking for the Regent in his colleges. It was reported one of the volunteer team was carried away by the current while searching for 5 teams who were swept away in the Indika River. Dian Saputra, a volunteer team for the Pagar Alam via Fruitman with a volunteer team, Pagar Alam nature lovers and triggered by the Indika River while searching for Faharudin, who was lost in the current Saturday. The team currently heading in location to search for the 5 team. For the tidy information, we have not receiving a report from the members in the file. The identification in the 5 team not yet been reported. The next news is crew were found dead crawling falls in the Pangkal Balam waters. The joint team managed to find Baharudin, 14 years old, a crew member of the Kilem Rahmat ship, after sinking in the waters of the Pangkal Balam, Pangkal Pinang City on the Sunday, 23 October 2022. Previously, the Semarang resident was declared missing on the Saturday. Furthermore, no joint team consisting of the Pangkal Belitung Pasars and the Pangkal Balam Port Sector Police and the Pangkal Balam Police Lanal managed to find the victim earlier. The discovery of the crew falling into the sea was confirmed by the Pangkal Pinang Head and Rescue Office, Imadu Oka Astawari, reading Baharudin's discovery. Oka Astawa, when confirmed by the Pangkal Post, Imadu was Tawa with the continuation of the fighting, where the joint search and rescue team was found in already died. Meanwhile, as previously reported, the searching Baharudin was granted a quick response after receiving a missing person report and yesterday. Furthermore, in Pangkal Pinang Search and Rescue Office has the time to the search and fight team. To the research and fight team, 6 personnel were deployed by the Pangkal Pinang Search and Rescue Office. And the last news is, Aceh Tamiang Hospital replaced all syrup medicine with the powder. The Regional General Hospital or Aceh Tamiang Regional Hospital has replaced all syrup drug with the powder. The change at the type of the drug is due to the PPOM and the pan syrup product, which is declared dangerous because there is contained with the declared glycol and acid and sap threshold. Initially, we are found 5 types of the syrup drugs that were proposed by the PPOM, but their potential are number increased, considering that the Ministry of the Health proposed a new daring drugs. Initially, there is only type 5 syrup and PPOM health drug and license should be tested. Yet that so far Aceh Tamiang Hospital has not treated pandemic brain survival from the acute disease. Previously, at the Aceh Tamiang Police Station, condition announces inspection. A number of the permissions of the interest were sold of the syrup drug to the public. This policy is protect the national next generation of the threat of generous death. It is inspection inspectly carried out by the police a number of the paramedics in the cities of the Kuala, Simpang, and Karangbaru since Thursday. It is, however, the Aceh Tamiang Police paramedic in complaining by the population-led public, especially children, from the threat of the generous disease. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Kusnul Ashaifa. Don't forget to follow us at the Tribun Lampung News Video, Tribun Lampung Facebook, Tribun Lampung Instagram, and Tribun Lampung TikTok for more information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.